Rob G, just summarize quickly this trade. Damian Lillard going to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Not surprised at all, Chris.
The Miami Heat. Yeah, we don't even need. We heard the particulars on the update.
Yeah.
So we don't need to give you all the names. Basically, DeAndre Ayton going to the Blazers along with Drew Holiday, who may be moved on. They get a first round pick and two pick swaps.
You know, Chris, I think Portland did a good job.
Involved as well, and they get Yusef Nurkic, Grayson Allen from Milwaukee, and some other pieces. So, yeah, go ahead, Rob.
No, I was just going to say, I'm not surprised. I thought Miami just drew this out. If they really wanted him, Chris, he wanted to be there, they would have anteed up. And give Milwaukee credit.
We're going to get into Miami.
Yeah. Give Milwaukee credit. They stepped up. They wanted to make a decision.
Absolutely.
They got Giannis belly aching about moving on and all that. So here's your guy. They went out and got a guy and did what they had to do. I think the loss of Drew Holiday is bigger than most people think. I really do. I think there was something when they won that championship. He was big for them. But
he's a really good player.
Yeah, but I can't. If you're Milwaukee, I can't be mad at them for trying to add Damian Lillard and do something different. But I'm just saying, Drew Holiday was a good player for them, and he'll be missed. But
But they got a better player.
No, I get
different
that.
type,
but it doesn't But it doesn't mean that ultimately one guy help you win a championship doesn't automatically mean you're going to win with Damian. Is what I'm saying. One guy won.
Well, it's never automatic.
No.
Yeah. But I'll say this, and maybe you disagree. I think that the Milwaukee Bucks now are the favorites, not only in the Eastern Conference, and I'm not saying they're going to run away with it. I think Boston is still right there. Philadelphia, and they can't win the East, but, they're a good team. They'll be in the hunt. They'll be somewhere around there. Miami, and they play hard. They'll be somewhere around. They'll be a nuisance. But I think the Milwaukee Bucks are the favorites in the Eastern Conference, Rob. And I think they're the favorites in the entire league.
Yeah, I disagree.
Again, it'll be tough. Denver's tough, but it's hard to repeat. LA, they'll be tough. Golden State's still there. Phoenix is loaded. But I think Giannis Antetokounmpo is, in my view now, the second best player in the world behind Nikola Jokic. And Damian Lillard is bad. Like, Damian Lillard is a bad, bad boy. And Rob, outside of Steph Curry, Damian Lillard to me is the perfect fit with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is not a closer. Damian is. And now Chris Middleton, who was your closer, can become a secondary closer, which is great. Damian is a great shooter. That's one thing the Bucks needed. They had decent shooting. Drew's a good shooter. Damian is a great shooter, and his range is ridiculous. The pick and roll with Damian Lillard and Giannis is going to be crazy. And they're a great defensive team. Now, you lost some defense, obviously, with Drew Holiday, who's a better defender than Dame. But Drew got served by Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler was just telling him about it. You can't guard me. And he couldn't. And he's a great defender. And they still, though, behind Dame, who's not a great defender, they have got so much size. Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, big boys. And Giannis, obviously. And Giannis is so rangy and athletic and long. And he'll be able to cover so much ground defensively while the big boys handle the paint that I think they're going to be fine defensively. So, again, not saying it's going to be easy, and I think other teams have a shot. But to me, the favorite, and obviously in Vegas now they're the favorites, the favorite is the Milwaukee Bucks, and they should win it.
Yeah, I still will take Boston in the East, and I'm sticking with Denver. Yep, I'm going to stick with Denver as the favorite to win and repeat until someone shows me what they did last year was quite impressive. And I just think until I see how Milwaukee puts it together. And if, and the pieces, parts, it sounds like on paper, Chris, of course you could look at it. And if you're in Milwaukee, I would be excited too on paper. But it's not always done on paper, so we have to see. I'm going to stick with Boston in the East, and I'm going to stick with, overall, I'll stick with the Joker and Denver to get back to the finals and probably win it again. I like that Denver team, and I need to see somebody be able to beat them because the way that they put it together, and then they'll have a year under their belt. And you're right, Chris, it's not – repeating is very difficult in all the sports. I mean, NFL has been a million years. Nobody's repeated in baseball in the over.
I mean, several teams have repeated in the NBA lately. Remember Golden State, obviously, with Durant, LeBron, and the big three in Miami. So, it used to be when you had the Showtime Lakers who did repeat, but they were the first team to repeat 87, 88, Rob, in 20 years. So
I'm just saying,
it's tough though. It's tough to repeat.
It's tough, but it ain't out of the question.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so I'm not there. I'm not on that train yet. But if you're Milwaukee, you got to feel great. You wind up getting a big time star player, and we'll see. I know he's had some moments in playoff games, but he's also had some stinkers. I remember the sweep when they were into the Western Conference Finals. Didn't play that well in the Western Conference Finals. Dame, I don't have all the numbers in front of me, but I remember them getting sweep and him not playing well.
He's generally been a very good playoff player. He certainly had bad moments, but he's generally been a very good playoff player. Obviously, he hit some big clutch jump shots. The moment's not too big for him, but he hasn't faced this type of pressure. He's never been expected to win anything, like anything huge. He's never been expected to get to the finals. And there is it's just a level of ease that comes with that when you're always the hunter instead of the hunted, right? And now he's going to be the hunted. Because as I said, not only me, but Vegas has them as the favorite. Boston is very good. Obviously, they got the Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They beat Milwaukee in the past with their emphasis on defense. They don't have that same. I think it's clear. They're not even emphasizing defense as much as they were. They're an offensive team that wants to play good defense, but they used to be a defensive team first under Ime Udoka. I think that could hurt them, but they're nice. They got Kristaps Porzingis, remember. So they're going to be tough. Denver, I think Milwaukee with Lopez and then even Giannis, nobody's going to shut down Jokic.
I was going to say, they could have all the big guys. You ain't stopping that.
But you make it tough. I mean, nobody stops Kevin Durant, but they make it tough on him, and his shooting, it shows in his shooting percentage and things like that.
Well, let me just give you this.
I think they can make it tough on Jokic, as tough as you can. I mean, he's going to get his points.
Okay, but, you're just talking about shooting percentage. Let me give you Damian Lillard's only in the playoffs, Chris, 41% from the field. He shot 40% or worse in 9 of his last 15 playoff games. So he's had a little bumps, but Giannis might open it up a little bit more for him. So we'll wait and see.
Might.
I mean, you still got to make
shots.
Ain't
no might. I mean,
but that don't mean it might be open. It don't mean that you will make them.
Nah, but a lot of dudes shoot that percent. Jordan had finals where he shot 41%. Won the MVP. So I'm not. He's a point guard, and he shoots a lot of threes. His field goal percentage is not expected to be what a big man's is. Career 46%. So I think he'll be. I think he'll be fine. But we'll see. They do have to play the games, Rob, on paper, as we always say. So